It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Calls his own number. Can't get him to the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Back to pass on second down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Right on the money. You'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up?" Breaks away in the middle. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit in ball security.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. It'll be a first down. Gets it to the 24-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to run this quarterback. Hard running there. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. A They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Touchdown, Penn State! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The play action fake. Gets it out quickly.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Across the 35. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Forced out of the pocket. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Higgins. Got it set up on the outside. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you were obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Complete to start this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Got a man. It's Webb. Bulldozes his way through. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on getting second down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First and 10 from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Higgins. Finds the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. This is a design run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game in 24. One more snap coming before halftime.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Higgins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chain. Trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Higgins. Release to the back. It's complete. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
31, Nebraska, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And we haven't called his name a lot. And I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Takes a handoff. It's Webb. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Matthew.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Running to Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Higgins. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is.
Turns on the Jets. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks. And
oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. He got a step and just dusted the...
For them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Penn State, 38. Nebraska, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turns it on in midfield. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Higgins. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll break out the wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Penn State 45, Nebraska 7.
On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.